Alright, I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be ranking every season of Fortnite Chapter 6, including the mini-seasons, both Star Wars and Simpsons. Yeah. Not of the year, because that would include this season, but of just the 6 seasons. In last place, I'm going with the Star Wars season, which hurts, because I'm actually a Star Wars fan. Star Wars, I would have high expectations for a season only. Well, not only, but, well, it was. Essentially, a season themed around Star Wars. Sounded cool to me. They did it well with Marvel. They've done it well, actually. Well, once with Marvel. The second, Chapter 5, Season 4 was alright, but nothing special. But I was the small minority who actually liked that season a little bit. Not for the Star Wars season, however. I still think that was one of my least favorite seasons I've ever played. Not up there with Primal, but close. It was only because honestly, they tried too much. Because they changed all of the regular guns. I'm talking the Sentinel, the Hollow Twister, the Thunderburst, I think it was called. The Surge Fire, which I could care less. The Fury, which I honestly didn't like. What was the Sniper that season? They didn't even have one. But they removed all of those guns and the new guns from the season 2, and they replaced it with blasters. Now, those blasters were buns. I'm going to say that because some of them were good. I thought the Jaw War Scatter Blaster was good. That was a good shotgun. I thought the Ambin Sniper Rifle, not that very good. Me and my friend actually had a nickname for what's called the Han Solo Blaster. He bought one because you would hit essentially like the Mammoth, but it didn't deal as much damage as the Mammoth. It was just like you hit all your shots with it. That's not necessarily true, but it was just like anything. The lightsabers, they decided not to add the freaking pickaxes. At this point, why even bother to hope? It was still a cool thought. But my most annoying issue with that season was the Battle Pass. Because it had Emperor Palpatine, it had General Grievous, and it had Poe Dameron. But it had 2 mashups. That would be the Wookiee Team Leader, which is like my least favorite skin of the whole entire chapter, because it was just bad. There was no point in it. But, the Jedi Apprentice EV skin was actually a pretty good skin, and the fact you can customize it was pretty cool. But they added in the item shop Jar Jar Binks and Darth Jar Jar, which is essentially the same thing, but just different outfits. Mace Windu, that would have been a cool skin to have. But if you wanted the meme skin, a much better meme skin would have been Jar Jar Binks, because he's always been the meme character of Star Wars in the first, the prequel. But no, they picked the bad one, which I was disappointed. But yeah, they had a live event, which I thought was the only really interesting thing of the season. They had the classic play as something for a limited time with your team, that being the Star Destroyer, I think it was called. Yeah, it was. It was cool. You got quite a few kills from that. However, for something that would take a long time to do, I didn't think it was necessarily the best one. It's one of my lesser favorites. Not my least, one of my least. Actually, it was my least, because, I was thinking of Godzilla being worse, but that was honestly actually a really good one. So, yeah. realized someone's watching Bohemian Rhapsody. Anyways, this season, in my opinion, was a 6.5. That's a very bad score. So they really had to up their game for the next one, which I think they did. That's higher up this list than some of them. Now in 5th place is slightly better, but still not very good, in my opinion. A lot of people actually like this season. This was Chapter 6, Season 1, the beginning. Now, when this first released, I actually was a fan of it because of its like originality. The Japanese theme was cool. The biome was like, they really upped the map in the sense like just like the waterfalls and stuff. As for the Japanese like culture, I wouldn't exactly call it culture, but like Godzilla, they added Baymax and Godzilla as the Battle Pass skins, which, let's be honest, no one remembers that Baymax was a skin. They just remember it because if they own it, it takes up half the locker. It takes up like half the screen if you put it on. But as for Godzilla, he was the main collab of this season, I would say. Other than maybe Hatsune Miku being released. Which honestly, I think it was bigger than the Hatsune Miku collab. Now, you got to play as Godzilla, which I thought was cool. It was, the first time I did it was at Seaport with one of my friends. It was worth it for me. It was one of my favorite, it told me that one, I'm confused. Alright. So, where was I? Oh yeah. So, was a fan of that collab. I did have a nitpick because they also released Kong, which I thought was fitting considering they had a collab movie actually twice. What is wrong with my game? It's so laggy. Maybe because I'm uploading something. This is not very good. They also had a Mecha Godzilla. I'm kind of disappointed because Kong was the only other like Titan to be on the map, but he was a reference. Like he was a Easter egg, if you will. Because you can actually play it. I guess I bought the skin. Not the skin. I actually have all the Titans before. Because it's one of the only collabs of the chapter they actually didn't follow up with. They didn't make us. Mecha Godzilla wasn't even a part of it. He wasn't a part of the recent live event. Because he was just like the C tier character. He was obviously the least important of the three. But the guns were cool. I like the Holotuster, one of my favorite assault rifles. The Sentinel is one of my favorite shotguns. The Thunderburst is actually a very good SMG. But within that season, they removed almost all of them, which was my complaint. Because in replace of the Sentinel, they added the Pump and Dump in season 2. But that season, their guns were pretty good. The Oni shotgun, underrated shotgun. I don't know why I'm gonna try to save gold. But anyways. The only real complaint I had was it got stale pretty quickly. The season lasted until February and it was released in December, so it was 3 months, which is most of the beginning seasons because they want to make an impact on the first time. I don't know, I just wasn't feeling, I wasn't really feeling the skins that season. Because, they did add, it's completely random, but I'll take it. They did add, the, like, Ninja Hope, which, Darth Vader, and Batman, which, okay. But other than that, there was really nothing else to it, which is why I'm putting it this low. Because after a while, the map changes stopped, the bosses stayed the same. They actually had one mini live event, which was Daigo fighting Shogun X, and a mini live event, which was like mocap, I think. Yeah, it was. Because I remember actually being pretty cool. But yeah, that was number 5. If I had to give it a rating, I'd give it a 7.5. It was a really an upgrade from the mini season. Yeah, so it was a lot better than me, which disappoints me. Yeah. And in 4th place, I'm gonna say season 2. I liked season 2. It was original in a way. Well, it was original. The whole heist theme was not, but the way that you can rob the vaults was not. You had to use thermite bombs essentially to like explode the door. You actually robbing it rather than you getting a key card and just opening it. In terms of collabs this season, there was actually a lot more than the last season. In the Battle Pass, there was only one collab, which was honestly a lot more fresh than there being 17 collabs in one Battle Pass. That being Mortal Kombat, the long-awaited collab that eventually got turned into Street Fighter in Season 5 of Chapter 2, and everyone wanted Mortal Kombat, and then it was. So, in return, they decided to let Sub-Zero end the Battle Pass as the Tier 100 skin, I think, yeah. And they would add Raiden, Scorpion, and, yeah, it was Katana, I'm pretty sure. But they actually did more than just the skins. They added the combat kits for both Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Even for what the freak? Holy lag, bro! What is happening? I can't even move. Did the internet just go out? No? Okay. I'm gonna try and do with what I can. Okay, I think it may be gone. It may be gone. Maybe it needed to, like, debuff. Hopefully. Other than that, they actually were gonna add a mode based off just like fighting with things. They never actually did, I don't think. So that was kind of confusing. They added, who was it that they added? In the festival, they added, I'm pretty sure, I think it was Sabrina Carpenter, but I can't be too sure. because it was Sabrina Carpenter, then Bruno Mars, and then after Bruno Mars was Gorillaz, and then that after Gorillaz would be Doja Cat. Then the Doja Cat would be the original skin, then the original skin would turn to what's her face? Lisa? Ironically, a Simpsons season with another person named Lisa. Well, actually, no. They released it the day after. But whatever, you know what I mean. She had, like, the festival headliner. Obviously, she was really popular in... Well, she still is really popular. But obviously, maybe not as popular as when she was in, like in the summer of 2024 when Espresso was popular and stuff like that. But I don't really listen to her, so I wouldn't know. Anyways, I just remember hearing a lot about that song, and then her face popped up everywhere. But other than the festival, I do think the collabs. They also had Cowboy Bebop, which is honestly an older anime for Fortnite to add, because they usually add like Dragon Ball, which is in itself old as well. But like, it went on a bit longer. I don't watch anime, so I wouldn't know. I'm just saying, I heard that there was like an older anime, rather than when they had like. I don't do it. The most I've watched of anime is the first episode of Dragon Ball. So I wouldn't know. But after that, I do think the idea of like the dill bits being currency was pretty cool. The guns this season was a little rough. The dry patch, honestly. The pump and dump. Oh, one of my least favorite shotguns. It just did not work with the SMG. But I do think the black market idea was cool. You could buy like anything off of it. It was worth trying to get it in vaults. After a while, if you were in duos, you can get 2. Solos, you can get 1. You know, for balancing. The locations, they added Lone Wolf Lair. They introduced Fletcher Kane, I think his name was, to the storyline with Daigo. They added a mini thing, like a mini story where they had Daigo go into the Shadow Realm or whatever it was called, and he would essentially use Fletcher Kane, or maybe the other way around. I couldn't tell you about the storyline that year because it was just bad. There was just nothing to it, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, in total, the season was pretty good. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. The Battle Pass skins, you know, you had Big Dill, you had, Outlaw Midas as a secret skin. Ed. I'm gonna play something else. I'm gonna play Serapod, actually. Okay, what's the no, stop it. 40%. What? Okay, I hate you. There you go. So, they would then add. No, this is rating. So yeah, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. We are getting the better seasons, honestly, now. And number 3 is going to be Chapter 6, Season 4. Now, honestly, a problem with this chapter was the amount of collabs there was, because there was the Fortnite mirrors was just nonsensical. They had like 17 collabs, let alone the Battle Pass. And they removed the premise of the season, which is already designed off of another game, practically. I mean, let's be honest. In replace for the collabs. So, like, what was the collabs? So the collabs were, the first half of the season, they released the Gorillaz as the festival headliners. that was when I had the crew, so I got those. It was, I think, Russell and Murdoch, if I'm not mistaken. And then 2D and Noodle and the item shop. Yeah, I think I'm right. But the battle pass, the main battle pass, was Power Rangers, because the season was bug themed, and you like had to shoot the people. You had the rocket launchers, the lead splitter, all of those. It was essentially a Fortnite version. It was like Helldivers at home. Like, can I get Helldivers 2? And then the mom says, and we have Helldivers 2 at home. The Helldivers 2 at home was chapter 64, in my opinion. Because there was a lot of similarities, even if I didn't play the game. Actually, I think I did at one point. But enough of that. They added the Power Rangers. The Green Ranger was in the Battle Pass. The second style was the White Ranger. The Secret Skin of Megazord, which the first time one collab got 2 slots in the Battle Pass, being the Secret Skin and the T100 skin, really showing what the season was at in terms of quality, in terms of quantity over quality. This season wasn't bad necessarily. There was a lot of spams, using a minigun or the rocket launcher. I forgot its name already, and it was only October. It was only August. What am I trying to think of? But the person you could play as this season was Megazord. You got to wield the blade and stuff, and if you had a squad, you could actually play with your squad as multiple people. Like, multiple people can go into that one boss, or the... What am I trying to say? Multiple people could go into that, I'll say boss. And you know what I'm talking about. Like, the Megazord abilities, multiple people could use that. Like, a whole squad could use that, because it was based off of the Power Rangers, which, as, let me count. Red, yellow, black, blue, pink. And there was at least 5 people in that, so a squad isn't even the max capacity. So it was the first time they did that, which I thought it was a cool move to pull. For the collab. Halfway through the season, they removed all of the bugs, saying that we've killed them off using Megazord and the Power Ranger abilities. So they decided to go into Fortnite mirrors. Almost pretty much. What was Fortnite mirrors? Why was I complaining about it? The Fortnite mirrors was Ghostface. Actually, I own that skin because my friend Fletcher gifted it to me. So, thank you for that. Doja Cat? Yeah, she's totally a Halloween skin. I'm pretty sure it was just because she had recently made an album. She was touring. They wanted to cash a check for that popularity. I don't know. Suckers. Oh, so you think you're untouchable? Dang it. Dang it. What was it called? It was the Swarm Strike. That was what it was called. Sorry, during the game I was trying to look it up. So yeah, the Swarm Strike was annoying, but they also added Art the Clown. Terrifier 3 had released about a year ago from that point, at Christmas time. Jason, who had been long awaited. Obviously, he's one of the most popular horror characters when that came out. It was honestly overdue, because by then, the whole franchise... Wait, it was already over by 2017. But you know what I'm talking about. It was asked for, and then they got it a long time later. But that wasn't it, though. They also added... one of the main ones was Scooby-Doo and Mystery Inc. Yeah, Mystery Incorporated. But they added the Mystery Machine. They added Scooby-Doo, Shaggy, Fred, Velma, and Daphne. All as skins. You could even find Scooby snacks around the map. And if you ran, it made the tumbling sounds. Come on, it was the iconic noise that they would do when they were running. And for Ghostface, they added the just like knife myth. It wasn't a mythic, it was a gold. You can stab people with it, or you can call them and make a radar. And the battle pass was also the Spartan, like the girl Master Chief skins. Which, okay. Okay. It was like, alright. But nothing special, personally. I didn't really find any connection to it. Except there was a cool Easter egg. With, if you, like, the flame was a reference to the developers using as a secret style that no one else could use. Which was cool. You can finally get the energy sword from that set. But when they re-added Horde Rush, they collabed with probably the biggest movie of over the summer. Netflix's K-pop Demon Hunters. You probably heard a bunch of their songs, which honestly got annoying after a long time. So they turned it into Demon Rush. They added all the songs. Trust me, I would know because I did my video copyrighted multiple times because of their songs. So that was fun. They added the whole bubble and the spicy ramyun. Forgot its name. And the sword. As a mythic as well. But there was also the grabber from what's it called? The Black Phone, starring Ethan Hawke. They also made a second one. That's probably why they did it in either October or November. I'm leaning towards early November. I just fell off the blade. And finally Wednesday, because Wednesday was the popular show featuring the likes of Jenna Ortega, which was a big hit then. I'm gonna let my friend join, so keep in mind that.
Hello.
Hi. I'm doing a review of Chapter 6. I'm ranking them. I was talking about Season 4. Put that in my food slot. Is that fair? Bro? Hello?
Hello.
Hi. I said I was ranking Chapter 6 as a total, like from season to season, and I put Chapter 6 Season 4 in third place. I guess the third best season. The ranking was Star Wars in last place, and then Chapter 6 Season 1, and then Chapter 6 Season 2, then Chapter 6 Season 4. Yeah. here. I can return the lobby if you want me to.
Yeah, okay.
If you don't care, I'll just finish the matchup. But collabs got a bit overwhelming. So speaking of collabs, well, before that, I'm putting this season at a fairly good. The original stuff was the things that were good about it. Speaking of collabs, in number 2, putting the Simpsons mini season, which was the most recent season other than now. I thought this was cool. They added a lot of good things, a lot of original skins. Battle Pass, they could have added Mo, they could have added Lisa and Bart, which is the main complaint. Krusty, which would have been a cool skin. But they added Springfield.
Let's get one of the skin.
And the Battle Pass.
Oh.
But instead they added Springfield or Peely, which eventually gave us a mashup, which was actually a pretty cool one, giving us Peel Fresser Frank and Blinky Fish, which was a fish stick skin. So, what were you really expecting? The guns were okay. Out of the original guns, Mr. Blasty clears all of them, especially Krusty's Mr. Blasty. It clears all the other guns. In my personal opinion. Oh jeez. I know it's cereal. But the chainsaw was just copy and paste of the chainsaw from the Leatherface collab.
Yep.
Just with a different run animation, and it was 0 durability. You've exposed your position. You idiot. Thing, and I guess I've exposed mine as well. But the thing they did good, they nailed it. They nailed it on the head. Because I personally really did enjoy. When I saw the live event, it was like the biggest live event ever. With all the collabs, they had Godzilla, Hatsune Miku, King Kong. Even Steel Grey not made an appearance, which I find very sad, but it's the sad reality of 2025's brain rot, if you will. Because last year it was like thick of it and stuff, but now it's Italian brain rot and Steel brain rot because that's where people's heads are. But enough of brain rot. This was also the highest player count in Fortnite since Remixed, which is the highest player count ever for Fortnite, and the most played gaming event ever at one point. The updates, I was kind of sad that Tidy Whitey's Homer or the Incredible Bulk didn't get added as like the playable character, the big boss person to play as.
He means like the Godzilla thing.
Godzilla, Doom, stuff like that. And I didn't really see the reason to buy Homer just with underwear on rather than getting him that had two styles. One of him being with regular clothes on person and the Evil Homer with the I Am Evil Homer emote. So you just was a lose-lose if you bought the Tidy Whitey's Homer. If you did, I'd this, okay? You just like a skin collector. If you actually enjoy the skin, you bought them. If I had the face palm emote, I would do that. I missed a shot. I'm dead. I'm good at it. I'm not. I just pumped her face in. But that wasn't a reason I really enjoyed the season, was because of the amount of stuff they fit in. They couldn't even add some of the scenes they wanted to because they were going to add groundskeeper Willie. Literally 2 shots. Hi. Oh, that was a voice crack. How's your day?
It's alright. Roads are clear.
Oh. Well,
Shoveled it. Do it.
new item shop.
Pineapple bed. Apple bed. Pineapple bed. Ah, and pineapple apple bed.
Well, they added a bunch
Around
of.
11. It was slow. I'm taking over the TV here in a second.
So, honestly, I felt like that ended a lot quicker than Star Wars. Probably because the better seasons end quick. But, my second, and I'm giving it a 8.5 out of 10. And my favorite season of Chapter 6, if it can already connect the dots, was Season 3.
Hola, papita. Chitoy.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm gonna wait till he gets in. There he is. So, I liked it because, well, it felt, for the first time this chapter, honestly, original. The superhero aspect, it was actually new people rather than Marvel or DC. Well, of course, there was Superman and Robin. Superman ended up being the Godzilla, or Dr. Doom, if you will.
Yeah, the Thanos. Because he's the first.
Yeah, Thanos is the best example because he's the oldest. Well,
I actually got to play as Thanos whenever I was younger.
yeah, well, he said the experience was cool. Okay.
Huh?
I said, you said in the past that it was
Yeah, it was. This was during the time of Infinity War.
oh yes, classic Marvel. Until it decided to go make a bunch of shows in COVID. That the only actual good show was WandaVision and Loki. I'm just saying.
Well, WandaVision and Moon Knight.
Oh, well, yeah, Moon Knight was a pretty good show. What?
I did not notice those things, these kicks, that's cool. It trails.
So, where was I? Oh yes. So, Superman originally sucked as like the playable boss guy, but they eventually buffed him. They also added the Fantastic Four during this time.
So we're talking about the superhero skins.
We're talking about Chapter 6, Season 3 or something, but I was talking about the Fantastic Four.
I don't know, because I thought there was an exception with those skins for me.
What do you mean?
You wanna know what you want for the superhero skins?
Oh, what?
Kill switch.
Yeah, Kill Switch is my favorite Battle Pass skin,
I just want something I like.
other than like maybe Superman, but even then, it confirms it.
Oh, Pen and Ink Superman was the best kind of Superman.
Pen and Ink Superman is the best Superman. Most of the Pen and Ink skins you can't really fail, but that one they...
No, the Deadpool Pen and Ink was good.
It wasn't good, you said?
I said it was.
Oh, I was like, okay. Both of the movies I actually watched, and I liked the movie. Superman and the Fantastic Four.
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched either of those. I heard they're supposed to be good.
They are.
Where can you watch the Superman?
Hmm?
Where can you watch Superman?
Forgot. I think HBO Max.
Okay. This video is sponsored by HBO Max.
No. But I picked it because I had a lot of fun with it. The first time I played it was actually with the person I'm playing with now, and we both had a positive reaction to it. I thought the demon aspect, like, of the side, and I'm glad they didn't make it a main priority in the beginning, but they eventually did. At the end. Because Kills with Revolvers is my favorite revolver / pistol type thing they've done. Just because of the new...
Yep.
Because of that you could pause in the air like an action scene. It was really cool. The Simpsons, one of the trailers for the zombie one, like whenever Chief Wiggum like pulled out the revolvers and did like a sideways pose, I was expecting them to add that, but they didn't. They also added the spiral rifle this season.
Calvin, I'm getting swept away. Help me!
What the?
I'm on the freaking thing. Help me!
You see, I would, but I have to fight a character from Naruto.
Up.
And I've already explained that I don't watch anime, so I don't know the characters' names. I just know it's from Naruto. Because of the anime style. He would know.
I had a wingsuit the entire time. Whatever the frickin' whatever the frickin' arc lightning gun's gonna do.
How many people? Okay.
Die, Itachi!
Okay, that's it. So, that was just my personal favorite. A lot of people say that season 2 was their favorite. Even people that say season 1's their favorite. But that's my personal opinion.
Simpsons is my favorite.
Simpsons, which that's why I put it on my second list. Forgot about the Simpsons season, honestly.
Chapter 6 was, I don't know, it seemed kind of dookie, to be honest. Like, I'm sure there was some exceptions, but it just seemed dookie.
Help me.
Oh, are you freaking kidding me? As soon as I wingsuit away.
Just don't come to me. Don't come to me. They're gonna finish me off. Then get my reboot.
Mother fricker.
No, like buy my reboot. Go away.
No, I can't buy your reboot.
Dang it.
Sasuke! No, you get back here! You little freaking man-child, you get back here! Freaking man-child, you get back here!
So...
Always talking about your stupid... Oh god, yep, never mind! Oh, this is zero build! What the frick?
Get him!
Yes!
Nice, get teabagged. But, that season, in my opinion, was a 9 out of 10. It was not perfect, but it was very good. But the list goes, in 6th place is Star Wars season. In 5th place is Chapter 6 season 1.
Stop wasting it, me!
In 4th place is Chapter 6 season 2. 3rd place is
Whee! We've been down this road
2nd
before.
place is Simpsons.
Oh wait, yeah, I'm not going for your reboot, sorry.
Yeah. So, number 1 is season 3.
The Forsaken Valblade just seems like a poopy version of the Typhoon Blade.
Yeah.
What makes me say it's poopy? No speed, no air jump, barely any mobility at all. And let's check the damage. No damage stats.
But yeah, that was my list. Put your favorite.
Let's see. What's on our list of worst items this season?
I'm gonna put that in a separate one, but bye bye.